Alrighty, here we go with episode 256. Shit is getting ugly. I don't know how they're gonna get out of this, but nobody has it worse than Yamato. This is probably the swan song for him. I mean, people are dying on the show, man. Can't say they're not. Although, sometimes they come back, like Daedra. Anyway, let's go and get into it. 3, 2, 1. So they flipped him over. Wait, is he flying? How in the hell? Huh. Wow. That's how you get out of this. Tell you what, man. Huh. She is starting to feel immature. I guess she is a kid. Hilarious. So where the hell are we going though? Yeah. The power levels in this show are ridiculous. He's got so much Yoda energy, which I'm sure is intentional. Let me see. This series ended in what, 2015? We're probably right now around 2008, 2009, maybe. Halfway through the series, yeah. 2009, probably. So, the prequel series ended, the three movies, ended in 2003, I want to say. 2005. It was 99, 2002, and then 2005. Each movie is 3 years apart. So, you can see them being inspired by the second prequel movie where my favorite part of that is Yoda comes in on a cane, like he's limping and he needs a cane to support himself. Then he tosses aside the cane, whips out his lightsaber, and he's hopping and jumping all over the place. Kicking ass, right? The second the fight's over, he puts his lightsaber away, grabs his cane, and starts limping again. It's like, you fraud. Fraudulent. You're not old. Well, I think it's like quick bursts of energy. Just saw Sakura there. Like, is she ever going to be back on the show? They be doing her dirty, man. That explains why the animals are here, actually. I just realized. That's why he has all those damn animals. I shouldn't look at it, but, it's hard to avoid. Very sus. Huh. It's Twilight Zone Island. Yeah, it's weird. Huh. Yeah, very sus. This is going to be hard to explain. Yep. Hey, that's a good transition. Mention his name and we go back to him. You have a creepy voice. Fantastic. They ain't found shit. Huh. Huh. Oh boy. Looks creepy down there. Huh. Now what? I'm always prepared to contact headquarters. You got a marching in formation. He's doing a whole floor show. Calm your ass down, psycho. Not bad. That is not bad. It's going to collapse and kill you both, but it's not bad. I like that smooth jazz they're playing. Let's have it. Can you put out a foxtail out of your body like you did with the squid arms? Octopus arms. I guess he's going to put a little, oh shit, a little fox hand out. Okay. Fine motor controls. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Very, very delicately. Ah, shit. Oh, I see. That actually makes a rudimentary amount of sense. Hey, man, that's pretty good. Look at that. You only cracked it a little bit. That was easy. That's just Lord B being annoying. He's not even in on the plan. I'm flying the turtle back to the village. I see. Yep. Naruto's gonna walk out. He's gonna be back in the village. He'd be like, "What the f?" I bet they felt that landing. It's gonna knock over the rocks. What the hell was that? Incompetent. Yeah. You might as well fess up now at this point. So are we like in the ocean next to the village? I didn't know the village was next to an ocean. Huh. Or is this the Leaf Village or is this someplace else? It sucks. He's wrecked. Interrogated. Interrogated. The break open his brain like a Capri Sun and drink it all in. Yep, here it comes. That snake is going to be violating you. Why? Oh. It gives him a reason to keep him alive. Oh, shit. It's more fun that way. Huh. Disgusting. Yeah. He's got snakes biting his hands. That's not good. Bite your own chunk. Bite your own tongue and choke on it. He's got a whole collection of zombies for that. You regenerate every day, right? Sometimes they act like they don't. Like they only have a limited amount ever, right? I assume it's like, say you have 100 chakra a day, right? Every day you. Yes. So it's a hideout, it's not the Leaf Village. Okay, gotcha. Oh, wait, no, okay. Right, right, right. I'm trying to figure out where they are. They seem. Good shit. Well, I'm just a nerdy swordsman. You don't got a mission for Fangirl? Nice. That's pretty good. That'll never work. Anyway, I was thinking they were at the Leaf Village. Clearly, they're not. They're somewhere else. And then when they were talking about hideout, they're talking about the Toby's hideout. So I'm on the same page now. I got it. You don't give me one. That's what we use. Yeah. The United Nations has this problem, by the way. You're taking soldiers from all the countries in the world, putting them together in units. It causes a lot of problems. Like this shit. You're being dramatic. That is the worst oink I've ever heard in my life. Where's Frank Welker? Hey, she finally gets to do something. Shizune. I wish I could get her name right. None of us were going to. You're weird. You should probably keep it in the headquarters, by the way. Really? Press corps is an important part of warfare, but not very important. You just need it for PR for people back home, right? Well, that's going to be impossible for half of us. Like that dramatic guy, like, oh no! Even those of us who only have one eye. We'll see about that. There's coffee for everybody. Nope. Right. Exactly. Range attacks. Exactly. That's exactly what I would do. Hell yeah. Close combat. The weak ones. The weak ones. Yes, exactly. That's right. We operate the trebuchets. Yep. The weakest. What the hell is a blonde girl doing there? I know, whatever. She has to be close to take over somebody's body, doesn't she? Like, what's she doing in this special unit? Good shit. He's on top of it. Huh. Somebody's doing good with the organizational skills. What the hell's that supposed to mean? Get off my ass. That's right. We're ready. We got the squad. I'm never going to remember all these names. I might remember his name. Iron. Hey, man. Now we're talking. That's a weird way to organize it. You should have a commander in charge of each company, but then he should be in charge of all the commanders. So why is he doing his own company plus everybody else? It's a weird way to organize it. So 5 companies, goes into 80,000, not equally, but approximately maybe 15,000 per company. Close enough. Shall we dance? He's bringing the boxes out. Have they already done the interrogation, I assume? I'm glad we didn't have to see that shit. Hello, friends. Good shit. Right. Hello, Foo. All heavy hitters. Granny, you got her? Shit. That's my boy, man. Great. We're in for one hell of a fight. Great. 100,000 against 80,000. It is quite the clone army you got here. Begun the Clone Wars has. Excellent. You know, the things that seem obvious to us in war strategy these days weren't obvious back in historical times because they'd never been done before, right? You know, for instance, if you read The Art of War, obvious, obvious. Like this is basic shit. Children know this. This is obvious as hell. This is supposed to be the best book on warfare ever written. What the hell? Well, that's because people have been reading The Art of War for 2,000 years, and they've been applying it and adding on to it, and you know all that stuff. They've been repeating it. So it's common knowledge. It's like trying to say, you know, if you watch Citizen Kane now, it's not groundbreaking. It feels ordinary. But it was groundbreaking back in the day. There had never been a movie like that before. But now, ever since everybody ripped it off, every movie's like it. So you look at it now, you don't notice anything. It's like, what the hell? This is arbitrary, you know? This was considered a masterpiece. Same thing with The Art of War. When The Art of War was written thousands of years ago, this shit was groundbreaking. Attack the enemy where they're weakest. Well, golly, Mr. Obvious. Who would have thunk of that? I thought we were going to attack them where they're strongest, right? So, it was revolutionary when it happened. Like, for instance, my favorite Alexander the Great battle was, he was outnumbered 10 to 1. I don't remember the number of troops, but I think it was something like, say it was 1,000 to 100, something like that, right? So you had 1,000 enemies, and they were marched in formation. They were probably, I don't know, 100 yards across, right? They were in formation. So Alexander the Great, he had 100 men. He took them, formed them up in a tight group, and punched into the middle of the formation. He was supposed to scatter out and be overwhelmed 10 to 1. No, he went 100 to 50, where he had localized number advantage, broke through the center of the formation, got to the back, killed all the generals, and the battle was over. Even though he's outnumbered 10 to 1. Innovation. That was innovative. Nowadays that would be the obvious move. But when it happened, it was innovative. Nobody had ever done that before. You'd always stretch whatever your numbers were, you'd stretch them out and meet the entire formation. Nobody ever thought about, well, let's just condense and hit the middle, right? Innovation. So, here's the thing. We don't know the history of the other three wars. They've been very vague, intentionally so. This isn't like a war documentary. And 100,000 versus 80,000, like that's just white noise, man. Like the numbers are too big to mean anything. We care about Sakura fighting the sensei who died, you know, who has a girlfriend who's pregnant. I saw him. He's one of the zombies that got risen up, right? Whatever his name was. We care about that. We care about Shikamaru fighting that guy. That's what we care. We don't care about 100 zombie, you know, Zetsus fighting, you know, 80 shinobi we've never met before. Doesn't mean anything. And so those show, and they're using like CGI for one of the first times with these big wide shots. You got the wide, you know, they pull out and you see the whole crowd and there's people raising their arms and going, you could tell it was digital effects, right? It was CGI. One of the first times they've done that on this show. Same with the Underground with the 100,000, right? That was also a digital effect. This is around the time I think Futurama had changed to doing a lot of digital effects. You know, you get a lot of bang for your buck. It's obvious when they're doing it, but it, you know, it holds up pretty well. It's not like, you know, trying to marry CGI with live action. That doesn't hold up very well. Especially when you start transferring to new formats, you know, up-resing it, then it really looks like shit. This holds up fine. But anyway, we don't need that. Like, we don't care about that. I don't think we're going to see huge group battles, but just for a little montage, maybe a little, just to show the scale of the fight. And then we're going to zoom into the people we care about fighting. But when I was talking about innovation, we don't know what happened in the first three wars. We don't know, like, if we could study the first three wars, we could say, okay, here's how you can innovate and win this war. Somebody's going to have to do that. Somebody who does, in universe, who has knowledge of the first three wars, let's do something that's never been done before. That'll seem obvious in retrospect. I think that somebody's going to be Shikamaru. He's pretty low level. He's like a squad leader, essentially. So he can't affect, the battlefield tactics very much, but he can affect his own group. And I think he will, and I think he's going to be the person that kind of pulls this out, right? Along with the other heavy hitters, slinging massive amounts of energy all over the place. Yeah, we still haven't seen Naruto's reaction to being lied to. I need this. I need this to happen. Are they going to keep him in the turtle? I don't know. Wow. I guess it really does feel like we're in the end game, but, this war still has nothing to do with Sasuke. Sasuke's not participating. He's on the sidelines, so he's the end game. After the war is over, the last thing we'll probably deal with in this series is going to be Sasuke. So we still have that to look forward to.